and welcome to the Story Corner. I'm Kesta, Chief Storyteller around here, and if you like a good book, you've come to the right place. Now today, I thought I would read you a part of a book that I've written myself. This story is called Marlow Brown, Scientist in the Making. It's illustrated by Marjorie Gardner, who's a local Melbourne artist and doesn't live too far from me. And you can see from the lovely vibrant picture she's got here a few clues about what the book's going to be about. Now, I've dedicated the book to my nieces and nephews, Lily, Sophie, Harry, Charlie and Emily, who love their science and still have plenty to discover, and also in memory of my friend John Tyrrell. But I'm going to read this first chapter for anyone who loves to explore and investigate and experiment to find out new things. The first chapter is called Uncle Quentin. Marlow and Rockstar stood side by side in Uncle Quentin's living room. Rockstar's tail wagged hard against Marlow's legs. They both loved it here. Uncle Quentin's place was cluttered and untidy, jam-packed with interesting stuff. There were jars of ball bearings, packets of seeds and pots of curious powders. Corked beakers and oozy liquids lined the mantelpiece, and there were piles of scientific books and empty coffee cups everywhere. Marlow and Rockstar breathed in deeply together. Oh, even the smell was fantastic, like a second-hand bookshop with a distant whiff of chocolate. Marlow ruffled Rockstar's fur and tried to peer past Uncle Q. The conservatory door was slightly ajar. She grinned. "So what's your new experiment then?" She looked up at her uncle. "Take a guess." Uncle Q rubbed his hands together. His eyes crinkled at the corners and he did a little dance. His specs fell off. "It's a good one," he said. Rockstar retrieved Uncle Q's glasses. Drool dripped from one of the arms. Uncle Quentin popped them back on absently and gave Rockstar a pat. He didn't even notice the slobber. "Is it a kind of potion?" said Marlow. "Not this time." Uncle Q's long legs jigged gleefully. "Is it a—" Marlow scratched her head. "Woof!" said Rockstar. "Wrong again!" Marlow laughed. "Good try, Rockstar," she said. Marlow thought hard. She could see bits of green poking through the conservatory door. "Plants," she said. "Is it something to do with plants?" "Jackpot!" Uncle Q stepped aside. "Come on through." Marlow followed her uncle into the conservatory. Rockstar dashed between their legs and sent a coffee cup flying. Marlow's eyes opened wide. Beanstalks, like Jack's. They were touching the glass roof. They were climbing out the windows. They were enormous. "Wow," breathed Marlow. Uncle Q held his hand aloft. Between his thumb and index finger was a large white tablet. "Gibberellic acid," he announced, "makes things grow big." And there's a picture to finish the chapter. And there it is, with Uncle Q holding the gibberellic acid tablet for Marlow to see. And you can see how big those beanstalks are. And that is the end of chapter 1. If you enjoyed it and you'd like to find out a little bit more, you could maybe borrow the book from the library, or you could go online and see if you can find it at an online bookstore, or alternatively you could go and ask in your local bookshop if you live in Australia. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.